You guys ready for the weekend? We've got 3 more amazing outdoor prints that we've picked out just for you. So let's get to the video. Starting out in today's first print is another container from Janberry Designs. We did one last week. This one's just as cool. Listen to how well this clasp. That thing is tight. We printed this in PETG because it's made for outdoor stuff. This is outdoor gear. This thing is actually going to be considered waterproof if you do print it with the TPU seal. We didn't do that. All we got is PETG, but you can still tell this thing is done nicely. This prints out in one plate. It's about a 2-hour print, and all you need is one 3mm bolt with the little nut that goes on the other side. That's what you're going to be using for the hinge. This hinge is ultra heavy duty. Look at how nice this hinge is. This hinge, there you go. This hinge is very heavy duty. Look at how nice that hinge is. That's very heavy duty. I don't actually have the right screw in there, but it tells you in the direction, and the link will be down below so you can go print this out. Again, it's about an 1.5 hour print. Next up is the no tick around tool. It's that time of year where ticks are out, guys. If you've watched any of our older camping videos, I always tell you to be sure you got your Sawyers this time of year. You can spray your tent, your gear, your shoes, your boots, your socks, all that stuff with Sawyers, and it will help eliminate ticks. But if you've ever met anybody that's had tick fever, it's bad. I don't ever want to see it again. I've had several family members get by it, but this little tool right here will help you. If you get a tick, and just put it on there, pull that sucker right out, and it should work great. Another less than an hour print. So let's get to number 3. Number 3, I'm going to have to take you inside for because it's actually mounted inside. But this is a 2 rod and reel mount. It does take about 3.5 hours to print on this one because these pieces are big. They're heavy duty. I think they'd hold a surf rod. They're so well built. It's got a hole in the very top of it so you can mount shock cord to it. That way, if you're experiencing an earthquake or maybe something else that's just shaking your house like crazy, it should still hold your rod and reel in place. No problem at all. I could see this being really useful in a camper, maybe even a Jeep, something like that. And then lastly, just like we did last week, I got another one that I made just for you guys. So let's see what the surprise one is. It's a pretty simple design, but I've got an old reel that my grandpa, this was his. This thing is an old Shakespeare reel. You guys have probably seen the little bait cast mount. The problem with most of them is, if you can see, this has kind of got a little bit of a curve to it. It was built that way by Shakespeare, but if you listen to this, when you got to put this in, it clicks into place also. The other great thing about this, even if you don't have an old Shakespeare bait cast, it'll work really good even with a regular bait caster. I've got an ABU Garcia that I had side by side when I was printing this out. Guys, it took me about 5, 6, 7 tries somewhere in there to get this thing as simple as it is. I kept making silly mistakes, but the great thing is I can save you a ton of PETG or PETG because all you got to do is download it. It should fit your reel as well. There'll be a link in the description down below where you can go over and find it on our little maker profile on Maker's World. It's just a small way for us to give back to the community. Which one of these 3 from today's video is your favorite? Which one do you plan on printing this weekend? Comment down below, and if there's another really cool outdoor 3D print we haven't found yet, put a link in the description below. We'll print it out and make sure that we share it with everybody. We appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you have a blessed week. Let's get outside and make something happen. Again, we printed this in PETG.